Oh, the sound of silence with absolutely no audio. Good morning, guys. Rachel checking in. Steven's here. That's huge. I get that. I got that. It's early, Crystal, but I got it. Well, we're going to watch a good old implosion. While we do this, let's try and pull up Fox 29 out of Philadelphia. At least we'll have some audio. They got shots. I was trying to pull it up earlier, but they run like nonstop news. So, you know. Well, hello there, Bart. How are you, buddy? Fox 29 Philly. Let's try that. Does that work? Let's see how many times I can screw that up. Yeah, I was going to watch. We were trying to watch this feed. Of course, my morning started off with, hey, Pastor, good to see you, buddy. Sit through 20 minutes of commercials here. Anyways, yeah, I was going to pull up this news feed, but it was like nonstop with the commercials. So, you know, kind of like this. Let me double check that there. Let me try that. But they've got some cool camera angles. They got a airship up. Pictures of the crowd that did not pay $10. By the way, they have a viewing section for this thing. That was $10 I saw. And then I was reading that they were doing kind of a charity thing to press the button. It got up to 175,000. And then the people that were doing the implosion, they said that would be impossible because of security concerns. So then they go back and say, well, we're not doing that, but we'll give it to charity anyways, which I thought was kind of funny. But, hey, Chad, good to see you. Better get this stroll down here. That there. All right. Mikey was going to be on. He, yes, please hit that like button. Thank you, Rachel. I always forget. Morning, Crystal. I know, $10. Can you imagine? $10. I mean, I'm sure not even going to be all that close to it either. But anyways, Mikey with his internet yet again, wonderful Spectrum. He said he can't even, literally can't even log on right now, which is insane. I was just out on the porch watching this real quick just to see, and they said, we promise you we'll be back for the whole thing after this commercial break, so we'll see. That's always a good point, too. You know, Facebook is there, but not nearly as cool as over on YouTube. That's for sure. Hey, Shelley, howdy to you. I know. We actually missed one last night, a live police chase that was, I think, around 2 a.m.
Hello,
that was
everybody.
5 for the day.
I guess you can call this breaking news, even though we've been telling you about it for 2 or 3 or 4.
Here's the other thing. Nice job, Fox.
Hello, everybody.
Re-rolling that one,
I guess you can call
huh?
this breaking news, even though we've been telling you about it for 2 or 3 or 4, well, about a week.
Yeah, they are live.
But it is breaking in a way. We're going to break that hotel. Or former hotel.
Mimi from Buffalo.
Plaza
That's
Hotel
where old Creed
now, the only thing that's
grew
gonna come
up
down, so
in that area, by the way. Finger Lakes region.
Is the tower that's wrapped in black to keep, the spread of the...
Yeah, that's why I was just going to tell everybody, Duck. It's scheduled for 9 a.m., but there are times that that might not be exactly right at 9 a.m., so we'll see. We're coming up on 2 minutes till then, so we'll see.
I know, that's Boardwalk Hall right to the right of it.
We've been there, done that, Shelley.
As you're looking at
way too much.
The right of the building.
There's Shannon. Good to see you, buddy. Good morning.
Fall into that open piece of
Gina
ground.
checking in. This is a weird chase, right, guys?
We hear there's going to be a siren here in about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll.
Yeah, Pastor, that was always fun talking old wrestling.
Come down.
Wrestling back in the day.
Carl Mason is our explosive expert. Carl.
I was too, Crystal.
How many buildings do you think you've imploded in your career?
It didn't go very long that the dude hit a pole. Apparently.
I've only imploded one high-rise structure and used...
Well, I don't know about Monster, but I got my morning coffee, my Mountain Dew.
2 others, but I've been involved in 6 or 7.
Alfred checking in all the way in the Netherlands. Nice.
That was...
Oh, snap. This is why Mikey runs things and not me. Now we got to sit through more ads. This is going great. Wouldn't it be great if they imploded it like right now while we're watching probably another 30-second ad? 163 out of 20-cent bet. Oh my God, that is fantastic. No, Barrett, I haven't spent much time in Atlantic City, believe it or not. Biggest reason is because there are so many.
I mean, it's an unusual sight.
There's
to see a huge
hopefully this
structure
doesn't
just
crap out
reduced to
again.
dust.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen every
Only because there's so many
really,
so many great casinos you have to drive by in New York State just to get to Atlantic City.
I have a different perspective. It's what we do for a living. So
Right.
That's one thing that they don't talk about
It's fun and it's interesting.
when they say about how bad Atlantic City is and how bad things are there for them. Well, there's a million casinos around now in New York State,
How much,
Jersey,
population?
Philadelphia.
Months, a year.
I have to
Oh, only one that we stayed at was Bally's, by the way, one night. Dad got a huge room, too. I remember we were in Manhattan for something,
probably the last
and, yeah, ended up at Bally's that night. It's pretty cool. It's like a space launch. To consider the weather. The weather looks pretty damn good, but I don't know if it's good for an implosion. I have no idea.
All right, Mike, 30 seconds ago, we got
Okay,
the 1 minute
Diet
warning.
Pepsi,
I have
oh.
not heard a siren, but I got a 1 minute warning. All
1
right,
minute
so you
warning
might
and
wanna
no
stay with
siren?
this picture.
Okay.
You can keep Carl talking, but
Sure.
Morning,
it's
Amanda.
gonna
Good to
happen
see you.
soon, we're
Carl,
told.
hang in there with us. We'll talk to you after it happens, okay?
Okay, great. I'm right here, guys. No problem.
You got it, man. All right, let's just crank up the sound and I'll be
Yeah,
quiet.
let's crank it up,
This
dude.
will happen in probably 30 seconds.
Will it? Maybe. We'll see. They got to sound an alarm at some point, I would think.
That voice you hear in the background is the man in charge. We're
Okay.
holding the 1 minute.
Nice. Is it
So we
gonna?
believe it will be in 1 minute, or is
I
it
mean,
gonna
we're just
hold the
basically
countdown?
hoping that it falls crooked, right, into a building
Well,
that it's
he
not
said 1 minute
supposed
before
to.
that, so this was the second 1 minute warning.
So it sounds like he may be, like they do in space launches, you put on a hold.
The
Maybe
second
they're not
1 minute
gonna do it
warning,
right
okay.
in 1 minute. So we'll
I wonder
have
if
to
they.
see.
I wonder if
Well, everybody here, he and everybody else are holding up their phone and
wish
rolling
they'd-
because they
Okay.
think it's going to happen momentarily.
I wonder if I know that weather has a factor in it, but what about
When
wind?
everybody says that it's going to happen.
Yeah. Now
And
again,
that was
watch.
the case here.
Skyfox has our best shot here, right? The big box. They think it's going to fall right into that. It's going to twist
Well,
as
they
it
hope
falls
anyways.
and fall into the open ground there. So let's.
We
see what
hope
happens.
for the worst
Crank
around
up all
here.
the sound, please.
I mean, hopefully it's supposed to be straight down. I mean, I think that's what they're banking on, but I mean, let's be honest. If it kind of goes either way, it'd be kind of exciting, you know? Or one of those that the building doesn't come all the way down and it's
Seagulls
only like
flying around it.
3/4 of the way.
Well, obviously, you haven't gotten the word of the implosion.
For sure.
And we want to remind people, too, it's like 1,500 pounds of explosives
Yeah.
that are in that building there.
Oh, it's a big building, huh? Who is
Well, everybody that's
breathing so
holding their
loud? Do
phone
you hear
up.
that? That's not me, by the
They're
way.
not getting a steady shot because we're all shivering out here so much from
Okay,
the cold.
that's him making all that noise.
God, for Skyfox.
Here we go again.
That's what she
This
said,
is the
Crystal.
typical implosion, as everybody's told it's going to happen, and then you're like, why hasn't it happened?
I think that's what he meant by a hold.
It almost
About
looks-
1 minute.
It almost looks like there's a seagull sitting on the front part of this at the top where the high roller suites were. Is that a seagull, Greg?
It's a person, Greg.
White thing on top.
Is it a
You may
person,
be
Greg?
right. Is that a
He
gull
is,
that
too.
has no idea what's
Does
about
he have
to
like
happen?
shorts on and flip flops because he knows he's at the beach?
That's going to be the story. Now, look, when he hears the
Yeah.
blast noises, he should have enough time to
Oh, he'll take off.
take flight.
Yeah, kids, don't worry about that. He's not going to get hurt.
Years back, was at a local
Rumble and then-
dive
Yeah.
bar, drove to the airport, caught a plane to Vegas, no luggage, gone
One thing you see in
25
a lot of
hours
implosions are
total.
the pigeons usually in
I love
cities.
that.
They hear that initial blast and
That
they
was
fly
my
off in
expensive
groups.
drunk day.
But that seagull's up there,
Right there.
perched up there. It looks like with
That's
this
too funny.
great view. Maybe he's just watching the waves,
Actually,
or he's watching us all shivering here.
Bill
away,
Anderson probably
bird,
put a
fly
GoPro on
away.
his neck or something. He's going to get a great shot.
I want an extreme
Go
tight
on,
shot
you.
Well,
on the bird in case it blows up.
It's just
Oh my
really
God,
interesting
listen to
sitting
this
here
guy.
waiting.
This is the
There
best
was
part of it. Not
so
even the
much
implosion.
fanfare
Listen to this
for
dude
it.
breathe.
1984, and then now people are.
Just like my love life. There's nothing goes on for
How are they not
hours,
saying
hours,
anything to
hours.
him about it?
then I implode.
Well, opening day had its own problems. They had
There's
after
the
they opened, and it
those
was
the $10
full.
seats right there.
They had the fire alarms go off, and they had to evacuate it.
Oh, wow.
That's one memory. Yeah, so it didn't start
Look how
so well.
Look how
either.
shaky that
Well,
picture is
Greg
going to be. That
courageous,
dude's
our
freezing
cameraman,
too.
Panning off of the building. So he must.
Well, here's
know
the deal.
something.
Remember, we were initially told there was going to be a siren, and we have never
Yeah.
heard a siren. Now the man in charge, I'm with
kind
him.
of
Let's
weird
listen
not-
to.
Okay.
He's
not
like
having a siren.
he's got the two-way, the walkie-talkie.
We're frozen at the 1 minute mark. They had to clear a few people out of the Caesar's parking garage.
Oh.
We're going to pick it up. We're ready to go. We'll give the 1 minute blast again.
People probably tried to
we
get
talked
like a
about
really
this.
good shot.
Carl Mason
With Carl
said.
Mason, our expert, he mentioned that's because we asked him, why is there not a specific time about when this is going to happen?
People.
And he mentioned it's people. People are curious. They're trying to get a good view. They're in the way.
I'm all right with a
Check
seagull
over
getting
and over
blown up.
State police and
They
police and
annoy me.
everybody to make sure that no one is in the area because
I
you
do
can have
love these
anything
3
happen.
different
You don't want
shots,
anyone to
too.
get hurt.
Well, I can understand why they went to Caesar's parking lot, because there are people in Caesar's Hotel who rented rooms last night to be on the implosion side of Caesar's. so
Oh
they
my
could
God!
see it.
Yeah, I heard about how much
And
the
then you got in
rooms
the lower
were.
box, by the way, if you want to know what that is.
last night.
That's Bader Field. The place is filled with cars and people looking at
Bader
this.
Field.
They
You
paid,
say master
about $10,
what?
and they're socially distant. They're supposed to be, so probably that's a family there.
My dad would Greyhound from New York
They'll
City,
stay by
lose,
their
come
car,
back
mask on,
for more money and take a
everybody- so
bus
they have their
back
hands
down.
up.
That's
They have their
crazy,
phones
Gina.
up too, and they're
I
waiting.
believe it.
You're still hot.
We're still
Hey, John, no
this
pit
side.
here. This is a weird chase. I
Might
know.
still be a
So
couple minutes.
Couldn't
what I was
see you. Good
eavesdropping
morning.
on was the city official who was in communication with the demolition team with a walkie-talkie, and what you heard was there were people in the Caesar's garage that they didn't expect that were
don't
wanting to
blame 'em.
watch this from like right across Mississippi Avenue, and they had to move them off because the garage is exposed to air because these parking garages are outdoor after things. So anyhow,
exposed
that's
to
the
air.
hold up now. There's always
kidding.
something, right?
Oh, I know.
So there you go. Now
I don't
he
blame
went
them.
inside.
They wanted to get a good
so
shot.
I wanted to follow him around, but he went inside, so it didn't sound like we were going to have it happening.
Inside where he
momentarily.
wants to
I think
be
I
because
still
he's
expect
freezing.
a siren eventually,
I
but
think
they
so,
didn't
too.
blast the siren. They were holding it.
They
But
always-
they
Very
said
worried
they were
about the
holding it 1
siren.
minute.
I mean, a warning signal.
This is great.
Well, the seagull up there seems to be the one that knows the most because he's still sitting there thinking this isn't happening as planned, so I don't have to fly yet.
Trust me, the second that he feels a vibration, it'll be flying
Signal
away.
can go. Now,
I
what
think I
did
get a tight
just
shot on the
eat?
board.
What was that?
Now let's talk about some of the big times that they had there, like Mike Tyson fights.
Yep.
Happened at the Trump Plaza Casino, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania for sure.
I think it's fairly normal with this kind of thing.
The opening night was Neil Diamond, and they used to treat the media so well down here.
Hello.
I had like 2 front row tickets
Oh,
My
that I
friend.
gave off. All right, we just got. Here we go.
1 minute.
Here we go.
1 minute. It's 1 minute.
okay.
Oh,
right,
somebody's
that's
phone's
from the
going
man in
off.
charge from the
This might
city.
be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our third 1
Bird's
minute.
still there.
So anyway.
There's a bird.
I like that, Chad.
Well, we'll find out. Him taking off, he'll have the first indication underneath his little webbed feet.
Yeah.
And when he takes off, that'll be the ultimate signal that it's happening.
Story of the day. The pigeon.
All right, the countdown.
10
4,
seconds. Okay,
3,
let's shut up, everybody.
2, 1.
Do we have a... oh, there it is.
Wow. And it did the twist, just like Carl Mason
Twisted,
predicted.
fell into the open
Northeast.
ground.
Building 2 seconds to go there.
Well, that was a success.
Steve, I can hear everybody.
Anybody see the bird?
Well, Mike, the smoke is coming directly at us.
Okay, I see
So the smoke is not going up. It is coming directly
Just look at that.
us. So
It's staying towards
if you
the
stay with
ground.
this shot, I'm waiting for everybody to run inside now. And there's
And
going to
again,
be a
it's
stampede.
dust. It's not smoke, but it's dust and sand.
Yes, but here we go. We're right in line with this.
Oh, my God, it's
Pull
going
out,
to
you
get
can see
him.
everybody
Look at him running.
Kind of like getting off this.
They paid $10
balcony.
for that.
Well, we have mask on. We have mask on. And
That's good.
remember, I showed the flags. I said the wind was blowing this way.
Oh, my
and I
God,
wanted
look at
to
this
know-
guy with the
there's-
clock.
I could see the mayor
Look at his
smiling.
Look at this dude.
Look at that guy got dressed up.
Marty Small.
Well, he is
Marty Small quickly putting on his mask.
all dressed up.
I don't know if I can. Let's see if he's brave enough to stop and chat with us real quick.
Is that the guy
There
that
we go.
runs
I'm
it?
breathing in the remnants of the Trump Plaza. I'm not going to bother the mayor now. He wants to get in. Now we're getting, in addition to dust, we're getting particles.
Right? We're not even getting an
People are-
update on the damn bird.
Here we go.
Stuff?
So, Mike, I cannot see the beach now.
Nope. We can see your shot. That's the
Bad.
small box.
The building has been paid.
I'm dressed in black, and you can
dressed in
see the
soot.
dust.
Yeah.
So, Greg, I'm not one to go on camera, but you probably make out the dust.
That's too
Of all
funny.
places.
So there you go.
Came right at you.
That's
Follows
too
beauty.
funny. I don't know. He hasn't.
I've got a
He's
couple
too
of
busy
I can see
breathing.
pebbles
so-
falling and ash.
Oh, God.
Probably not ash.
Yeah, so it's coming right at the.
Yeah.
Steve, you're so brave. Oh, there, that's
Well,
Oh, my God.
Well, the one thing I said, it was probably going to head over the ocean, and I guess.
Yeah, what are we
as
thinking,
bad as
Crystal?
is
Was
for
that the
ocean,
the
it's, better
dude
than
that
it
was
going over the
the
neighborhoods
head of
and
it?
the roads and everything else and causing havoc on the Atlantic City Expressway? That would be the opposite way, and hopefully the ocean can withstand this dust.
It's Shelley, yeah.
I can hear the helicopters in the distance. They're going to
Get
keep
that
blowing
dust
it
bowl
down
going.
toward us. So
We have
there we go.
skybox.
There's
No
some brave
kidding,
souls out
Pastor.
here, but the dust has made it almost zero visibility now. I could just see the waves beneath me,
Yeah, we can see your camera.
and
Oh, that's funny.
oh, you can't see the beach.
so.
I mean,
got a
that
new
did
coat
stay
for
right at the
birthday,
ground,
and,
though, didn't it?
the person who gave it to me wanted me to wear it today, and I wisely chose not to because this black polo
That's too funny.
pea coat is going to be going to the dry cleaners.
So it
It's
might
gonna
be gray by
Can you
the
get the
time.
Trump Plaza out of it? Yeah. So
nice memories.
So
You
I'll
can
be covered
keep
in
with
other
you.
white stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, snow tomorrow, but dust today.
Hey, I just want to remind our viewers what we're doing in the control room.
true
So we're
Flavor Flav.
re-racking about 6 or 7 different shots of it. We just want to stay with this big cloud here that's covering up Steve and all the
That came
cameras.
Now
down
there's
pretty
dust
good.
all on the beach if you want to get a shot of that.
Well, it looks like sand.
Dust and sand.
Lots of seagulls.
So should we
oh.
bring in Carl Mason then while we work to get Steve back?
What's
Yeah,
Carl
we're
up
gonna start
to?
putting up different shots and slow-mos and
Well,
stuff
that
like
is
that.
literally
Talk to
just a
Carl,
pile of
our,
rubble, though.
explosion expert.
So Carl, what are your thoughts after seeing it? How did it go?
I thought that it went exactly the way I had anticipated it to go. They filled the building in the exact spot that they were planning to. What's interesting in this,
They must not have planned for that much
west
dust. That's what I'm
that
thinking.
actually are part of the demolition project, but they left those up.
That's
to,
too
buffer
funny.
and keep the dust in.
Yeah.
So
He
yeah,
must
I
have
wasn't
been
surprised
Crystal,
at all.
right?
I thought it was going to be a perfect shot. It was.
Because he was pretty close to the guy. That
perfect.
makes
It
sense.
did
Fell.
exactly what they wanted.
And twisted just like you said.
Yeah, did you hear that
That's what
too?
it's gonna do.
Is he planning on
Is
going to?
it like chopping down a tree where you
Get some coke or
chop it and
something?
it falls the way
That's
to the
too
way
funny.
you've been chopping?
Actually, that's a very good analogy because what happens is
Well, we'll hang
main
here for
variable
another
that's
minute.
Used in this
Watch the
procedure
replay.
Is that gravity is what really defines what happens to the structure. So what they do is they get it to start to lean, just like chopping a tree down.
Yeah, they get
in a
it
certain
kind of to
direction,
twist.
because of a certain way.
Right on
And that's where it
time.
falls.
Unbelievable. Wow. I'll tell you what's unbelievable is over 50 of us together watched this thing come down, and I couldn't believe it.
And then
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Well, you really missed a good one, Mikey. This guy was just. We were all very worried about the bird, first of all. We don't know what happened to the seagull.
It's not just the dust.
And then the dust just came over. Did you see any of it? Did you see it? It was pretty
I saw it
funny.
as I was getting on, yes. I was able to get it to go. And
The whole platform where they were ended up being completely covered in Trump dust. And then the guy says, I'm going to be covered in white powder tomorrow or something like that. I don't know what he was talking about.
he's really getting into it.
Right?
Particularly Boardwalk Hall.
Rachel, give me a few more years. I'll be sounding just like him.
Oh, yeah, that's Creed.
And you didn't, I don't think, did you see the guy that was the main guy that hit the button? He's
No, I
all
did
dressed up, sunglasses. He's got this vest on, Flavor Flav clock with dynamite all around it.
So true. Luck does not.
He heard there was going to be some news coverage today.
Was it right?
They really are.
Yeah.
Oh my
By the way,
God,
they
that's
call-
funny.
He keeps saying the term.
Oh,
shooter.
thanks,
Oh my
John. We
gosh, look at
appreciate.
that.
Yeah, not much left there. We appreciate everybody jumping on. Something that was kind of boring actually turned out to be really funny.
Excuse me?
You should have seen everybody right after the end of it get up and start walking away because the dust cloud, the plume, was heading towards them, just like I saw in that one movie.
God.
And how,
So
that
did,
documentary.
before they blew
clean
this
that
up, did they go in and strip everything out of there, like every single thing, like pipes?
Yeah, I don't know how much they really strip out of them because when they pulled in a pretty tight shot, it looked like there were some things like, up in the tower.
And if they let like homeless people go in there and take all the copper wire out for selling.
They're going to do it with excavators.
Oh, I'm sure they rip out anything that's worth, worth a crap.
The lower building will be taken down with cranes.
Don't worry, Mikey. Steven Seagal probably flew away.
Well, that's good to know. I hate to see anything bad happen.
Pastor says hello.
Well, that pastor picked me up something from the McDonald's, if you want.
In Kinston.
In Kinston, dude.
The cleanup job. I guess they
Yeah, Shelley, that ain't you ain't kidding on that one.
It's just so freaky how close it is to Boardwalk Hall, Carl.
I mean, look how easily.
Well, that was a big issue.
Yeah, that's
Is he in a basement talking to them?
What they did was they left part of the structure up there.
Where is he at? Underground?
Yeah.
Boardwalk Hall. I know is a
Buildings fall away from
sacred monument, if you will, for Atlantic City.
Hey, Carl, thanks for your time.
Yeah, hey Carl.
They're cutting Carl right on off.
Enjoy those Marlboro Reds. You're starting to ramble on in your basement,
I
Carl.
want to meet his wife, Bobby, because they're in a business. They're married for years, and they're in the business.
What do you think Bobby's voice sounds like?
Oh, probably
What'd you
about the
say, Carl?
same. I have known Bobby's the real looker.
The sisters from The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about the other day.
What were the people at the airfield thinking and doing,
Bobby.
Hank?
They call me Bobby.
I wish I was in Kinston too. I
Honestly, Mike, just what we were doing.
want to go
here
over
today,
to that barbecue
gone
joint there.
today, and honestly, most of them are either gone or on
What was
their
that barbecue
way out.
joint in Kinston
From
called?
Amanda Garage or from
talking about
just
Kings?
across over in Egg Harbor
Kings.
Township. Amanda, what brought you out to see
Jesus,
this?
look at
I mean,
him
the
dance. He's like
fascination's clear to
dancing.
me.
Look at him.
Who doesn't want to see a building get blown
Come
up?
on over
I
here,
don't
girl.
know. I definitely wanted to come out here early in the morning, come see it implode. Let me say the word implode. Implode, and it was really awesome. You just heard it go boom, boom, boom.
She's
and then
turned on
came
by it, I
down,
can tell.
The smoke was all out. It was
She's
awesome. Definitely
she's
one
got a
of my
fetish for
favorites.
No
imploding.
question, and we can
She's
hear
one
it
of
over
those
here, and it was interesting to hear
imploding
Keeley, who was
enthusiasts, as they
with
call
Marty
them.
Small, who
Yes.
was demolition experts, going, okay, it's now, and sure enough, we heard.
There was
boom, boom,
it
boom,
was
like
the
you
third
said,
1
Amanda,
minute
out
warning,
there
by
in
the way.
Harvard Township,
There was no
directly to
sirens
Atlantic
that
City.
went
A lot
off
of
as far
folks
as I
work,
could tell.
Here that live over there and vice versa. What does this mean to you? What does it mean to you?
It means nothing to her.
This is
you
mean
idiot.
to you.
It's hard to answer that because
Oh, because it means nothing. It's so
definitely
hard to
wanna
answer a
see
question that
building
means
implode.
nothing
That's-
to me.
That's my main
Wow.
answer. I
For the
definitely
same
figure.
reason that he's
something
dancing around her while he's interviewing her.
Scream talking. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, do you
Scream
Yes.
talking.
Please, sir, calm down. There's been an implosion.
Somebody had some Adderall this morning before they got on the air.
I don't know if you've got casino workers in the family or not, but when we look here when a building goes
Casino
down this
workers
way,
in your
it's
family.
A brief and quick glimpse at
Have
an
you?
impossible future of Atlantic City.
I would imagine that a lot of you have not been to Atlantic City. Mikey, have you ever ventured
I have
into that?
not ventured. The only time I was in that neck of the woods was with
Was
you.
when we were, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't talk you guys into a night in Atlantic City. It's kind of crazy.
I guess we were too busy trying to escape New York every night.
And listen, Amanda, thank you so much. But with the
Figure
wind
out
blowing-
But
how
our
we're
beautiful
gonna get-
hotel that the floor me and you stayed on was like the ghetto, and then the floor Bishop was staying on
The
by
royalty.
himself in his
Royalty.
room
Yeah,
with,
royalty.
with his
Hank,
Bidet
bidet.
Hank,
that he experienced, and I think he used way too many times while he was
Oh,
there.
yeah, I think he just sat on the bidet all
That was in,
morning and night.
That was in North Bergen, New Jersey. Bishop took us to Manhattan to the Big Sandy
Can't wait to talk.
Bring
so that
me
Mikey
more.
could go get Red Lobster.
It's
Or
for
what
the
one is-
seafood lover in you, Creed.
Which
Come
one
on,
was it that you made the joke? You say it was a joke. I still think you wanted to go. Bubba Gump, was it?
I think it was
in Times
Bubba
Square.
Gump. Never been there.
Leaf blowers.
Oh, the dust is cleared, thankfully.
Look at this
Oh, look
guy.
at him. Look at him out there in the little blowers. That'll do it.
Bring in the
Don't-
leaf blowers, boys.
Don't worry. Rainforest Cafe will be open by noon. It'll be fine.
Right now.
Just slightly
That's
dusty.
going on. The dust is
They're-
cleared the air.
It's like they're
mostly,
fighting one another with
and
them.
I can tell just from here that there wasn't
Oh,
a
that's
lot
too
of
funny.
residual damage because they had.
It seems
scouring
like, I
on
mean, it looks
Boardwalk,
like a pile of
and that
ashes
stood,
is all
and I
left.
doubt that-
Like
Yeah.
burned
We always hope
leaves
a stronger
earlier that
competitor to
day.
be on there, but that didn't
So,
get
anyways,
right.
we went to Manhattan to
I
go
felt
see
the
Pee
rumble
Wee
up
Herman
here,
on
and I
Broadway.
thought, wow, are they gonna be
As a matter of fact, the
windows
night that
shattered
we
or
were
anything like
there,
that?
they were filming
So
for
far,
an
it doesn't look
HBO
that
show,
way
which
because
was
I can
really
see the
cool. It
front
was
of Caesars
opening
that
night
is
of
pointed
Pee Wee
that way,
Herman on
and those
Broadway.
windows all look together. That's good
We
news.
did not
Dust
get
on the
to meet
boardwalk,
him up close, but
and,
we
the
stood
crew down
far
there
enough
checking
back
out the
after the
instruments.
show. He
The
came
crowd
out on the
was left
side.
to
That was
compete,
really cool to
and
see
they paid
Paul
the
that
price for
close,
getting a
though.
close look, and the
Right
folks that
out in
paid
the
the
open, as
with
they
the
say,
wires
out of
there
his
because the
environment.
dust went
In
down
the
to place,
wild.
so They got away clean.
Well, look at that
Literally.
beautiful,
All right,
beautiful
guys?
Got away
ocean.
clean. Well, okay, not quite.
I don't think
Gotta
I've
wait.
ever.
And then we'll
I don't think I've ever been inside of a rainforest cafe. I know that there was one in Disney. I know there was one, or there is one in Niagara Falls that we walked by one time. I've never eaten inside of one.
You think there's any chance they'll play this tape in reverse and we can watch it go up? I mean, I think that
if
would
it
be
were me,
amazing.
absolutely, I agree.
I'd like
I mean, a little remix, you know, up and down, up and down.
Up,
Now,
down,
I
up,
one
up,
time
down.
saw the Sands Hotel out in Vegas come down. I think that was a night.
Braggart.
With Sammy and
Saw the sands. This guy saw the sands go down.
good one, Alex. I'll take
Good one, Alex.
And by the way, we're
Yeah,
seeing
probably,
your
Crystal.
messages. This
Oh,
is
they're
I mean,
fine.
This is
I was sitting here waiting for it to
Oh
kind
my
of
God,
twist and
Creed, look
go
at that.
the
I
wrong
can't
way.
believe there are tens of people out here
I
clamoring
know.
to see this go down.
Well, that's the free spots. The ones that, if I'm not mistaken, they were charging $10 for a good viewing area. I believe the people out on the beach when it's 20 degrees. By the way,
The splash zone.
they got kind of a bad look. Yeah, the splash zone.
Come on
Oh,
into the
thanks for them
splash
ads.
zone.
Well, I think we might as well call it nothing else. Nothing to see here, folks.
Nothing to see here. Thankfully, thanks to the great people over at Spectrum to getting me back online and ready to go. I think they didn't want to tell me that they were actually working down the street because when I walked outside
really?
a while ago, they were working down the street. I'm not sure why this is going on, Mr. Legend. Sure you don't.
Liars. Get dusted. They got dusted. That was absolutely hilarious. So that coming towards them up in the VIP area, you know.
VIP. Who do you think was really there in the VIP area?
I
Any
think the
VIP?
mayor was.
Mayor.
Well, that's what I was going to tell you. So what's so funny about walking around, like you don't leave across the street from where you pull into the casinos, basically. Like when the whole strip along the boardwalk,
right?
You stay right there. You do not go across that street. You do not go anywhere else on Atlantic City except for like that area. Otherwise, it's not good.
It's a one and done.
I mean, they had terrible crime back there a million years ago, I'm sure.
Oh, good job last night on your chase coverage.
Yeah, no kidding. That was actually a pretty decent one. It wasn't too bad for me running it. I mean,
it ran fairly smooth. I woke
Yeah.
up at 5 o'clock. I saw you had done it. I ran out to the studio, got it all tagged up and labeled the way it needed to be, so maybe a few eyes would see it. And then I noticed there had been another chase after that where a guy hit a light pole.
Yeah, did you see that one? Or?
And that lasted. Oh yeah, I went to one of our competitors' pages, and that stayed on live 3 hours after the 10-second chase.
I was going to say I thought that was a really fast chase
to make money. So it was like, wow, look at this. It lasted, but it was great. He ran right into that light pole. The lights like go out immediately. The whole neighborhood turns black. Sparks are flying off.
Oh, really?
The pole. Oh yeah. You see the power line falling down. A lady right there in front of her house, she comes walking out thinking, I guess there'd been a wreck. And I'm like, oh my God, there are power lines on the ground. I was waiting for her to
God.
get roasted, but no, she went back in when the police showed up. So,
well, we should try and find a clip of that and play it for We Got to Chase. That'd be cool.
yeah, it'd be a nice little wrap up on that. Yeah, he hits that pole and the lights go out, and buddy, it's over.
All right, well, I got work to do. Were we going to do? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. We do have the OG radio show coming up tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, we got to chase at 4:05, and if time allows, we still gonna jump on and check on old Dina and stuff.
Chance of that, yeah, absolutely. By the way, a reminder to everyone tonight: new game debuts.
Oh yeah,
it's an old game.
Well, it's
a
an old
new game
first
with
time.
a new opener. Theme music out yin yang for this thing. One of my most produced pieces coming up tonight.
Jesus.
Sloganoff.
Sloganoff, the return of Sloganoff. It's a fun game, and everybody will be able to play along as well. Thanks for hanging out, Nod. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I still can't believe we had over 50 people in here with us watching this thing, so that was a success. That was fun. All right, guys, until later, we shall... Oh, where's that thing? I'm not used to running things anymore. There it is. Bye, everybody.
Bye.